The leader, of course, of Iraq's Kurdish region, asking the Kurdish PKK fighters to leave the area. Fadi Hakura is a Turkey analyst from the think tank Chatham House. He joins me now live from London. Good to have you with us. What's at play here? Is the Kurdistan Regional Government, the KRG, worried about civilians being targeted, or are they really worried about the PKK might be becoming too powerful in the area?
Traditionally, the PKK is a competitor to the Kurdistan Regional Government. They both have very, very different backgrounds. The PKK has an anti-feudal Marxist leanings, whereas the KRG has a much more feudal, traditional and conservative politics. So therefore, both have been competing with each other for actually quite a number of decades.
Where might the PKK go if they're told to leave their bases in northern Iraq?
I doubt that the PKK will leave their bases in northern Iraq. They are situated in some of the very, very inhospitable mountainous environment. It will be extremely difficult for any group, army, or militia to remove them from their bases, and they have been situated there since the mid-1990s.
If they're unlikely to move, might we see conflict, in fact, between the PKK and some of the KRG forces?
I doubt that there will be any conflict between the KRG forces and the PKK. I think the KRG is trying to placate some of the hardline feelings in the Turkey towards the PKK. But I think at the end of the day, both the KRG and the PKK share a common enemy, that is combating the Islamic State. And I doubt that at this stage they will try to enter into any kind of conflagration against each other.
Are we going to see, or is this a sign already of US and Turkish policies diverging in the region? Because ultimately what you have is Turkey is trying to squeeze the PKK out of the area. And although the PKK, of course, is listed as a terrorist organization by the United States, the PKK is one of those Kurdish groups which have enjoyed the backing of US airstrikes in the battle against ISIL. So does that set Turkey and the US more on a collision course?
The US and Turkey agreement over combating the Islamic State is riven with disagreement, conflicting objectives. The United States is cooperating with the YPG, the PKK offshoot in northern Syria, one of the few credible allies it has on the ground in Syria, whereas Turkey wants to contain and limit the aspirations of the YPG, to try to deny them any opportunity to establishing an autonomous zone in northern Syria. So I think that this will provide opportunities for President Assad, as well as the Islamic State and other groups, to exploit those divisions and maintain their staying power in Syria.
All right, thanks for your analysis on that.